Hello everyone. Alright. This is page 7. We're getting some color in finally. I got... I'm not super happy with this gradient, but once I halftone it, I think it'll look pretty good because it'll halftone the gradientness of it, you know, the kind of the movement of colors. Same with this. I actually kind of like the gray gradient here. I don't know, you can't even really see it on camera. I'm looking at the camera. In person it looks fine. I would like to put a gradient in this sky color, like some darker colors, and I think the way to do that, or one way to do it, is I'll add it on its own layer. And I was thinking of using this blue. And, you know, if it doesn't work out, it's only on one layer, I could just take the layer right back off. So what have I got as far as things? I've got a couple of options. Pandani. These are all the inking layers I have. Let me look at my rusty nib options here. Or actually, you know what I'm going to do? Maybe I can find watercolor. Watercolor max pack. I've got a watercolor bloom. That might be the way to go. So, oh, it's way too big. And actually, it doesn't work at all. Alright, so I don't like that particular way of doing it. How about let's try this overlay bloom horizontal. That's where I'm going, horizontal, right? I don't know if that was going to work either. That kind of works. So, it's going to look a bit, we got to do shading too. There's like a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to do at the top and then at the bottom. And we're going to use the smoothing tool a little bit. Okay. And then to clean it up, you get out your eraser. And you just clean it up. Let's do some shading too. I think that might also help. The only one I haven't really colored yet is this bottom panel. However, it's the largest panel on the page. So I'm kind of working up to it. All right. I'll also be using purple as my shading color, so this will probably, well, I hope it'll be blending in nicely. I'm going to use a cell shading technique. Oh, the other problem I had is I need to change N to M to multiply. There we go. Oops. I'm just a bit too far. Okay. Now, let's pretend that's going to look okay. I'm going to actually halftone it and see what it looks like. Magic wand. Halftone. Boy, really. I'm not sure it looks good. Well, actually, it looks okay if you do it like that, and then if, like, let's say we take it and drop some of the opacity back. Actually, it looks quite nice. That looks okay to me. Alright, let's get into shading, which is something I should have done beforehand. A lot of times I'm just going by whatever feels good. And I should put a much more syrup brush. I put a much more like There should be more planning involved. All right, same deal. Multiply. Syrup brush. And the purple should be the darkest purple that I have, which is this one right here. We'll also be backing the opacity off. Once I put it on, it'll look wrong until we back the opacity off, and then it'll look a bit more like shading. So there's a pretty good example right there. Like it's too dark. If we treat this as sort of a test panel, check out. We're going to take this, and then we'll just back the opacity off. Maybe about 38% is what I like. And you get a nice shading look. And it seems to fit just about any color. Purple seems to fit really well. Like a purple or a dark purple or a violet. This one's a little bit more violet. You know, it'll go over a yellow, it'll go over a nice blue, it'll go over the brown. It goes really nicely over like the flesh tones if you want to shade a person. And it should always look pretty good, you know? It's one of those things, one of those formulas that just seems to work. Same with the gun. Let's shade the gun a little bit. I'm looking at this and realizing I didn't put the blue in the right place, so let's fix that too. Okay. This is the blue I used. I'm remembering why I didn't put the blue in the right place. It's because I was trying to, and it was flood filling everything. Oh, here's the other thing, it's my stupid... This was not a good idea. I have made a mistake somewhere. I somehow combined the layers for layer 1 and my panel borders, so that's not cool. I don't think I can bring those back either. So we're gonna have to deal with that, I think. Whoops, where is it? Is it this one? Well, we've got our panel borders already drawn. What we can do is just use other layers for that and it should be fine. I'm gonna have to rebuild that layer, this area right here. This area right here. I wonder what I did with it. Sometimes something happens when you're working around with layers, and if you don't take care of it, it can often get buried somewhere in the undos and you don't know which one it is that you need to undo to fix it. But it's an easy fix. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing down there. Let's go back to shading. Where was our shading layer? This one? Yeah, it's this one right here. Alright. DINO SORCERORS purple. On the right layer, using the syrup nib. We can go pretty minimal on this one because he's kind of surrounded by light. Now, I am the first to admit I'm kind of a noob at color. I've only really worked in black and white. I mean, I've dabbled with color, but I'm not good at it. Some people just do color and they don't do the regular artwork, and you know, that's pretty cool too. Okay, that one's fine. I wonder what we could do with the lettering. Should I put any shading on the lettering? I'm just experimenting. What if we did like a halfway mark on each one of the letters? As if it's... It's actually kind of cool. Alright, we're going to keep that. Alright, same deal here. So for this guy, we're going to put the shading like right over his face. Let's make his eyes glow a little bit, but right over his face. Because he's standing directly in front of the light source of this magic power, whatever it is. In this case, it's he's using his chronomancy, his time magic. And if you commit to the bit, you know, if you don't sort of wuss out and stop shading, it'll look good. It'll look fine. All right, how about these bad guys? I think we can do the same with them and cast them in shadow. Let's make his horn a little bit out of the shadow. And we'll kind of bias the shadows over towards the outside of the area because the light is here, so we're going to make the shadows kind of more on this side. And then for that guy, we're going to do the opposite, right? On this guy, it's like this, but on this guy, the shadows would be more on this side. And actually, his head might even be partially in the shadow and partially in the light. Oof. Wait. There we go. And we're just going to commit to the bid. Alright, same deal here. His leg is in the light. Same with his arm, but just the back of his arm. And then this side of his hand is in the dark. Now, I probably haven't got this completely right, but it's going to work for us. We think. We hope. All right. I think that's as far as we can go with this one. All right, let's make a new color layer. We're going to put it above layer 15 here. We're going to put it on multiply. And we're going to start coloring this big panel. This is a giant panel. On the DINO Sorceror's palette, I've chosen like these brown colors to represent our bad guys. They also have like kind of a yellow highlight color, which you can see on them. And one of the things I do is I don't make any of them look the same color. I'll change the colors up. So I'm going to make a dark brown one, which I'll put... let's make this one the dark brown one. We're going to do dark brown, medium brown, and then light brown. And, you know, let's make sure we're on medium, yeah. Or multiply. As long as your layer is on multiply, you won't have a lot of interference with the line art layer. It just says line art and colors will now coexist, which is what you want. So let's keep this going. If all goes well, I'm hoping to have this done by the end of the day. At least this page. And this is the second to last page. There's going to be one more page. I haven't drawn it yet. But it'll be soon. How about that right there? I'm kind of setting them up for a flood fill. So we'll do the flood fill, then we'll end the video. Here it comes. Nope, didn't work. There it goes. Nice. I only gotta finish this one now. Alright. Please like, follow, and subscribe. DINO Sorcerors is getting done by hook or by crook. Check out Zomic Book. This will be in Zomic Book number 3, which is an anthology. And we'll have more comics every day.